What's up, everybody? It's your boy Sterling from ENT, joined by Joseph,
Yours truly.
joined by my boy Cameron.
In the flesh.
Welcome to ENT Fantasy Football. We got another banger for you today. This is Week 11 preview. We got our Thursday night breakdown. We're going into some matchups, all that good stuff that we're going to get you guys for Week 11, get you prepared for this week in fantasy football. This is a pivotal week coming down the stretch of the fantasy football season.
Playoff season is right around the corner.
Yep.
Be prepared for that.
Yeah.
It'll be here before you know it.
It will.
Yeah.
It's like, 3-4 weeks away, something like that.
Yes, sir.
Super close, so we're getting right there.
Yeah.
So, how you guys doing today?
Doing swell, of course.
Yeah.
That's great. What about you?
I echo that statement.
It's just another wonderful Thursday afternoon.
We got football tonight.
We get football. We get to talk some football.
Yep.
Yeah.
Talks football.
We get to eat, sleep, breathe football.
Of course.
Yep.
So, without further ado, is it Thursday night football
Thursday
time?
night football
Yes,
time.
indeed.
So, for those of you who don't know, for whatever reason, tonight is Thursday night football.
Mm-hmm.
We got the New England Patriots,
And the Falcons.
Pats.
the Atlanta Falcons
The Dirty Birds.
on Thursday night football.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed.
It's a alright matchup.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's like the best matchup
it's,
ever.
You
It's
know.
all right.
It's a Thursday
We'll
night
take
football
what we
game.
can get.
Yeah. What's that?
We'll take what we can get.
Yeah, I know. It's not exactly, ratings bonanza.
Yeah.
No, but
There's some exciting players.
oh, definitely on both sides, on both teams, really.
I agree.
Mhm.
I agree.
The Patriots, like we were saying, have been on the upswing though.
They
Yes.
have.
Mm-hmm.
So,
They
do you guys
have.
want to start off by game picks? Who are you choosing?
Okay, I'm choosing the New England Patriots
By
by
Whoa. We have to.
13 points.
okay. So
Oof.
Sterling's expecting a route,
A what?
which means like being on him, pretty much. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, just being like one step ahead of them,
Yeah.
essentially.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go New England by a touchdown.
Okay.
Ah.
Okay.
I think the Falcons can keep it kind of close.
I'm going to go New England. You said 13,
Yeah.
right? I'm going to go 2 touchdowns. I'm going to go 14.
That's respectable.
I can only, with Cordell Patterson just being out or limited if he's even in the game.
There was an update, and he's a game time decision. They say he's
Okay.
going to be a game time decision.
Okay.
Okay.
If he's out or even limited, it's going to be very difficult for them to generate offense.
Yeah.
So if they lose by 7, which it's the NFL, anything can happen. To be honest with you,
Especially
how
this
many
season. We've
yeah,
seen everything
yeah.
happen.
How many predictions have we gotten wrong?
Yeah.
Well, that's
Yeah.
part of the game though.
Yeah.
It is.
So I think if the Falcons, if they lose by 7, they're either gonna get the points in garbage time.
Yeah.
Maybe go for an onside kick, just as
I
a
think,
prayer, and
if
not
anything-
get it, and then or if they lose by 7, it's gonna be on mistakes that the Patriots made.
I agree 100%.
Sometimes teams play down to their
Yes.
competition's level.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But
And
The
yeah, go ahead.
Patriots have shown to be not one of those teams, though.
No,
this year.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's why I'm leaning towards like a 13-14 point win, because
the
the
Patriots
Patriots,
do play well.
yeah, they made a statement in
They
their
did.
last
Yeah.
game, and when you got Bill Belichick as your head coach, you can't even smile on that team. It's just do your
Yeah.
job.
Yeah. Well, think about it. There was the running back for New England who fumbled week 1, and then guess where he's at now? Ramondre Stevenson.
Yeah.
He was benched for 3 weeks
Yeah.
because he fumbled the ball.
Yeah,
week 1.
he was tasked with scrubbing toilets and then washing Bill Belichick's car and rotating his tires
Exactly.
just to earn playing time.
So, it just shows you, the Patriots do not usually make mistakes very often.
No.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. There is a human element to the game, though.
There is.
Yeah, and, nobody's perfect. They go out there and make mistakes, and so I think if the Falcons win or even, keep it close, it's going to be on mistakes that the Patriots made.
If Mac Jones throws one interception, it's pretty common to have a QB throw at least one INT.
Yeah. If he throws it early in the game, though,
That's when it's a little more crucial, or late
Yeah.
in the game.
late.
If it's close.
I think if it's late in the game, yeah, it's gonna tight. But I think if it's early in the game, I think they can work around it.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
So are we getting who we starting from this matchup?
Who am I starting? I'm starting Mac Jones. If I'm in a situation where I need a quarterback, he's a good matchup. He's been pretty consistent recently for fantasy, coming off a really good game last week. I think Mac Jones, you can slot him in against the Falcons, and he'll do pretty good.
How many are you projecting him for?
22.
22?
I can see 22 easily.
That's a good one.
The running backs, Damian Harris is going to play, it looks like.
It does look like it.
So that's a positive if you're a Damian Harris owner.
Yep.
Is he going to be limited?
No. He might be, which is why it could possibly be a little bit.
I don't believe so. Says he's healthy.
Yeah, he says it was removed from the injury report. So it's a question mark.
Yeah,
We're not
right.
sure.
We're
He's
not
coming
sure.
off a concussion. He could go out there and return to his normal role.
Yeah.
Or he could go out there and it'll be like more of a committee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just to
Especially
keep
with
him.
the way Ramondre Stevenson played last week.
Yeah.
100-yard game. So,
They may just platoon at running back.
yeah. If I'm starting any of them, I'm obviously starting Harris. And I probably would start Harris.
Yeah. And I'd like to say I'd probably Jacoby Myers for the flex for a deeper league. I'm rocking with it.
Yeah.
I'm liking Jacoby Myers. Like I said, I'm banking on a touchdown this
Yeah.
week.
I was just going to say, does he do it again?
I want him to do it again.
He could.
I 100% think he can.
Yeah.
Against the Falcons,
Yeah.
porous defense, I think
Yeah.
he can for sure catch one.
Yeah. Joseph's hoping that he catches one or else he's doing 50 push-ups.
Well, my thoughts are, if he can do it once, he can do it again.
He can't do it again.
Yeah, Joseph's banking on him riding the hot hand right now,
He has all that momentum.
Because he scored so many before that game.
Yeah, so many.
Yeah, so many.
And and I also want to say, if you're in a deeper league and you're looking at like maybe a Kendrick Bourne, I think you should go with it. We've seen some stuff saying that Kendrick Bourne was kind of on the upswing and that he's projected to start, he's wide receiver 2 on the Patriots, right?
Yeah.
So he seems to be solidifying his role. I think he got 4 targets last week. He had 22 points last week.
Yeah.
So looking at it, it's like he's definitely on the upswing and somebody that's worth watching in all leagues. And how about the Falcons?
I'm also starting Hunter Henry.
You're also starting Hunter Henry.
Yes.
Yeah.
For the
Touchdown
Falcons.
streak continues, yes or no?
I think it's ended.
Wow. But you still think
He can find the end zone, yeah. He can, for sure. On the Falcons side of the football, man. The Falcons side of the football, Matt Ryan, if you need an option, I guess you can play him. He had a stinker last week, and he's playing the Patriots.
That's a big, I guess.
I mean, if we're really looking at it, like we said, Matt Ryan usually is 25 points.
Yeah.
But sometimes it hasn't looked like that.
Yeah.
So it's hard to say.
Well, he's just lacking options this year.
So if you had...
Obviously, he lost Julio Jones this year.
That is true.
That is true.
Calvin Ridley's not playing football.
That's true.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Russell Gage is like the number 1 receiver.
And
Kyle Pitts is really the number 1 receiver.
Yeah.
And he's not even a receiver.
Yeah.
He's not
And by the
even a
way, we're
receiver.
definitely starting Kyle Pitts this week.
Yeah, start Kyle Pitts. He might be the only guy I'm confident in. This
Yeah.
team.
With Scordero out?
Yeah.
Scordell
Or
looks
limited,
to be... he
game
looks to
day
be very,
decision.
very limited. That's what
Yeah.
it's saying. And it doesn't... I mean, even if he plays, there's a chance they only play him maybe 30% of the snaps because think about it. They don't want to give him that big, giant workload if he's injured.
Absolutely not. No.
They'll hand it to the next in line, who is... what's his name?
Who?
Michael.
Oh,
Michael Davis.
Mike Davis?
Mike Davis.
Oh, what's his name?
No.
Or Wayne Gallman.
Yeah, Wayne Gallman. That's the guy. Not Mike Davis. Mike Davis can stay where he's at.
Yeah.
Yeah, they could both stay where they're at.
Yeah.
Just don't run the ball.
Yeah,
They don't
Just don't run it.
yeah, just stand there.
Just stand there.
Just so we don't get a flag thrown on us for 10 players on the field.
So, but that's about it.
Start Patriots defense.
You think?
You think so?
I
Yeah.
think they could come down with a few interceptions.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
So, you guys want to talk about some more matches?
Yeah, let's get into some matchups. Some entertaining matchups. What matchups do bless you? Bless you. Which matchups do we have this week?
Let's see. Matchups for this week.
Should be a very exciting week of football. And our number, should we go over that one?
Are you rocking with that one, Cameron?
Which one is it?
This one?
Colts
The top
Bills?
Yeah. Are you rocking with
Yeah,
that?
let's get into it.
Alright, we'll talk about
alright.
it. We'll glaze
We
over
might as
it.
well.
Why not?
Well, we always do away team first.
Away team first. The Indianapolis Colts. I think this is a matchup where you probably want to stay away from Carson Wentz. I don't see too much confidence in Carson Wentz
Yeah,
this week.
I'd have to agree.
No, I don't see a whole lot of it.
Jonathan Taylor, keep rolling with him,
Yep.
obviously.
Number one running backs right now, I'd say. Derrick Henry is sadly injured, so Jonathan Taylor has kind of stepped up his game
Yeah.
into the number one. And let's see.
Who leads the NFL in rushing yards this year?
Derrick Henry.
Yeah, he does.
He has
But,
that
tie.
much. He has
It's a
that
tie.
much.
Jonathan Taylor and him are tied.
wow.
It's like,
Oh.
I want to say 673 yards or maybe something like that.
A lot.
Yeah.
So if we're looking...
There might be more.
Oh, definitely.
Something like that.
If we're looking at any players who start on the Colts, I'm starting Michael Pittman.
Yep.
Yeah.
He has turned himself into an every week starter.
Mm-hmm.
I feel confident in starting him every week. When he catches touchdowns, it's just, he already has a high floor. Like he can catch balls in the open field, and he's fast, and
Yeah.
he has good
He can
hands.
break a play.
He can break
He
a
can
play.
get yak.
Yeah.
He can get
He
yak.
can
Yeah.
yak it.
He
He
can
can yak it.
yards after catch.
Yeah. Yeah.
So-
Not.
So, he looks like a great play this week. Even though he's playing a tough defense, I feel like he's turned himself into the number one wide receiver there.
Yep.
And I don't think there's anybody that's going to take his targets.
Nope. There's not.
Nope.
There's
And
really
then,
not.
so if we have,
Yeah.
even looking at it, tight ends, Mo Alley Cox, that's still not a starter for me this week. So, I'm liking Michael Pittman.
Yeah.
And
That's really it.
T.Y. Hilton if you're really desperate.
Yeah. If you're real desperate.
Real desperate.
Yeah. If you're just hoping he could turn back the clock one more time.
Yeah. And then on to the Bills.
The Bills.
The Bills. Josh Allen.
Josh Allen.
Yeah.
Man.
I don't know, man.
No, I'm definitely worried about Josh Allen
Yeah.
because I'm playing against him this week, and I know he's about to drop probably 35 points on.
Guess who's got Josh Allen?
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I beat Sterling last week.
Yeah.
So
Unfortunately.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
by the likes of sheesh, Dearness Johnson,
And Dearness Johnson.
That's who got it for you?
pretty dang much,
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
pretty much.
Yeah.
and Christian McCaffrey,
And Christian
of course.
McCaffrey.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And who else?
Derek Carr who dropped
Derek
25.
Carr, who dropped 25.
In a
Blowout.
I mean, we already talked about that in the last video.
So,
Yeah.
but for the Bills, Josh Allen is probably going to do well this week. We're
Yeah,
looking
it's
at
pretty much just your normal guys that you start.
Stephon Diggs,
Mm-hmm.
Stephon
Stephon
Diggs.
Diggs. Yeah.
Dawson
Emmanuel
Knox.
Sanders.
Dawson Knox in a good matchup.
Yeah.
You start him
We started Emmanuel Sanders too, right?
Are we?
if you want to.
Yeah, I like Emmanuel
Yeah.
Sanders.
He-
You know, if you're feeling lucky.
He's had some really good games this year, so
Yeah.
if you want to roll with him,
He's balled out.
Mm-hmm.
Not so much like a Cole Beasley. Matt would have to disagree, but
Cole Beasley.
Dawson Knox. That's
yeah,
we're
Dawson
starting
Knox.
him.
Start Dawson Knox this
Yeah.
week.
Are we starting the defense for the Bills this week?
Oh, that's a good question.
Meh.
I don't think so.
Meh.
I
Yeah.
feel like
Meh.
the Colts have a little bit more firepower.
They're not a pushover.
No.
They're gonna be competitive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for
Yeah,
sure.
they can give them fits, even though I don't favor them.
Yeah, they can for
Yeah,
sure give them a
They can give
a run for their
Yeah,
money.
they can give them a tough time.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'll
And,
hold off on the defense.
We rocking with this one.
Let me see.
The
I wanna
Bears?
roll with that one's a cool one.
The Mike Dickas.
Like,
like-
Dickus.
I don't know. You can pick
All
one.
we
I'm
need
down
is
to talk
all
about
we
any
need
of
is
them.
11 Mike Dickas, and we're good.
So, well, I want to talk about a player on the Bills. Not on the Bills, on the Bears.
The Bales.
The Bears.
You've been at work too much.
I want to talk about a few players on the Bears, so let's talk about this matchup.
Okay.
The Ravens versus the Bears.
Mm-hmm.
So, Ravens, away team first.
Away team
Who
first.
are we starting?
I'm starting Lamar Jackson.
The man himself.
I'm starting.
I don't know, man. I'm skeptical about that one.
I feel like he may have a little bit of a
Yeah.
heyday against that defense. He's going to be running all over the place.
Yeah. Okay, who else on that team? Mark Andrews?
Yeah,
Mark
Andrews.
He solidified himself.
Yeah,
as
he's an everyday tight end now, for
Mhm.
sure. Yeah.
Hollywood.
Yeah, Hollywood. I'm starting him.
Rashad
Rashad
Bateman.
Bateman.
For sure.
Yes.
And no running backs.
No.
Even though they cut Le'Veon Bell,
Yeah.
it doesn't make
They
any
cut
more.
him?
Yeah,
They
did.
cut him.
Man, what happened to Le'Veon, bro? What happened to him,
His
man?
rap music killed his career.
Yeah,
for real.
it was his rap. Y'all finally come around to that.
I should be focusing on rap. He's such a good rapper.
For the
you should focus on it.
Just shut up. For the viewing audience at home, all 20 of you, they would bump Le'Veon just to piss me off.
He would bump Le'Veon.
No. You would co-sign it.
I would co-sign
You
it.
would co-sign
I would
it,
co-sign
just like
it.
a major label.
Oh,
you know?
definitely.
Yeah, kind of like what Le'Veon's looking for. What now?
So for those of you who cannot see, Joseph is just grabbing his drink.
Yeah.
Don't
What's in the cup?
He didn't storm off the podcast due to Cameron bashing Le'Veon Bell's music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just
know.
got a.
Yeah, because Joseph is such a Le'Veon Bell
Yeah, I'm
stan.
the biggest Le'Veon Bell stan ever.
Yeah, he's the
Said no one ever.
no one ever. I kind of forgot some of the... No, what was the one song that you were vouching for all the time?
Oh, Life's.
Was it...
Oh, it's something like.
There was... Was it
Life's a Gamble.
Oh,
I think
yeah,
that's the
was it
album.
the Skip
I think
Bayless
that is
diss?
the album. Oh yeah, the Skip Bayless
Yeah,
diss. That one
every
was actually
time.
kind of fire.
No, see what I mean? This dude would get in the car, or I would get in the car, and he would bump that, and he'd be like, "Dude, it's actually kind of fire."
Oh my god.
Hey, that's the album.
Joseph is on Apple.
Oh,
Music.
it's this one.
Joseph's on
Talk
Apple
of the
Music
Town.
It's
right
Talk
now.
of
Yeah,
the
it's
Town.
talking that. That's
Talk
what
of
it
the Town.
was.
And it has stars next to it.
Well, of course.
Because it's fire.
What are the? Shut up.
Oh, dude.
No, the Skip Bayless one was actually fire though.
Which one was that one?
Shrimp
It's
Bayless.
not on here, I don't think.
No.
I thought it was Talk of the Town. Let me see it real quick. I'll turn it down. That way your ears don't bleed.
No, I don't, we can't play
Yeah,
copyrighted music.
Copyrighted
Okay,
music.
well, we'll throw a beat over it.
Beat over.
Or was it? It wasn't free. No, it was Talk of the Town. The
Yeah.
Skip Bayless disc wasn't Talk of the Town.
No. Okay. Anyways, enough Le'Veon.
Shrimp
Yeah,
Bayless.
enough Le'Veon talk.
No
No running backs.
No running backs whatsoever.
Nope.
However, when we start talking about the Bears,
The
I
Bears.
know
The
who I
Bears.
want to start this week.
Mike
David
Ditka.
Montgomery.
Justin Fields.
Really?
Really?
I'm hopping on the Justin Fields train.
Okay.
I'm liking
Okay.
Justin Fields.
All
When
right.
I saw him play against the Steelers, he didn't look. He looked like he was comfortable, and it looked like he started to catch on the offense on what was going on.
Yeah.
And this,
Well, wait.
He
That
kind
was 2 weeks ago?
yeah, it was 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
They had a bye last week.
yeah.
Okay.
He kind of got like green lighted to do what he's really good at, right? Would
Because
we say?
Matt Nagy was not calling plays.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that'll help. Yeah, because that system is just not built for his strengths.
I mean,
That's the thing. Is
Yeah.
that they're
It's
putting
not.
in a position. They're putting him in a position where they're not playing to his strengths.
That's like Lamar going in there with the Joe Flacco system,
Yeah.
essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I mean, but I still feel like he can turn it around, bro.
Yeah, he can.
He had 29 against San Francisco, 21 against Pittsburgh, and he's coming off a bye week to play Baltimore.
Mm-hmm.
That gives them time to... They focus on this matchup a little extra more. So I feel like Justin Fields, I feel like he will get you 25 points this week.
Yeah.
He can.
His rushing upside will help you a lot. You know? So, Justin Fields, David Opportunity, of course.
Start him.
I mean, I'm still on the fence about Allen Robinson.
Nah, I'm not on the fence at all.
You already decided?
I don't want to start him very much.
Don't
Until
start
he
him.
shows you.
Until he shows you.
You can start him. Don't start him.
Until he turns something around.
Yeah, it might have to take, 3, 4, 500 games, okay?
Yeah.
But,
What team does he go to next year?
yeah.
Where does he go?
I don't know.
Jeez.
The Packers?
Packers.
The Packers?
Nah.
Man, imagine.
The Cheeseheads.
The Cheesers.
The Cheesers.
What team is he gonna
Yeah,
go to?
they're immunizer, whatever the hell Aaron Rodgers said.
What's our next matchup? Because
Oh,
I'm pretty
boy.
sure that's all for the Bears side
Yeah,
of football.
they're,
David
which isn't
Montgomery.
much.
There's no really. You're not starting Darnell Mooney or Allen Robinson. You're
Not
not
at the
really starting
moment.
a tight end.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Cole Kmet, you're not gonna run with. So
We really no Lions, Bears, no,
nah.
because there's really nobody. for
Let's
the Lions.
go with the. Let's just do a crazy one that seems
Oh.
that we haven't talked about that much.
Yes.
Dolphins,
Washington?
Jets, Tank Bowl.
Washington.
Washington versus
Okay,
Panthers?
Washington versus Panthers.
Let's go.
The WFT versus the
No.
Carolina.
The WTFs.
That makes no sense at all.
Alright, so who I'm rolling with? Starting with the away team as we normally do.
Of course.
Taylor Heineke, bench him.
Bench him.
Just straight up.
Antonio Gibson coming off
Cut
a
him.
hot game.
Mhm.
You can play him if you want to.
Maybe.
Let's go.
It's a maybe.
I'm starting him.
Play him if you want to.
I don't have an option.
All personal preference.
Mm-hmm.
Can I look up something really, really fast? I'm gonna just continue talking. Antonio Gibson obviously coming off a good game last week. Let's see. For the wide receiver position, there's Terry McLaurin.
Who I've always liked Terry McLaurin.
Yeah,
Yes,
He's a great receiver, man.
he's just a good guy.
He's just a great character guy.
Yeah,
You know?
good locker room guy.
For the tight end position, it appears Logan Thomas is not ready to return yet. So Ricky Seals-Jones is still a tight end, but he's questionable as of right now with the hip injury.
So
Still not at practice.
So they're pretty thin at tight end.
Yeah.
How much more thin can
Look
they
at
go?
that schedule.
That is pretty nice, though.
Look at that. In the fantasy football playoffs, week 15, they play the Eagles. The first best matchup. Week 17, they play the Eagles' first best matchup.
Hey.
But that's for
Damn.
Logan Thomas. So for those of you who, for whatever reason, didn't watch my must pick up video for week 10, Logan Thomas, pick him up. Pick him up.
All right. I will
Pick him up. Pick him up.
I will pick him up.
Pick him up.
Just
Do it.
because- So he can go. He's on the IR too.
Yeah.
Like this.
There you go. There you go.
Just like that.
Now you got a free tight end.
Yeah, who's gonna be on my IR, which is
Literally
Liddy.
free. I had to drop him, unfortunately,
I'm sorry to hear that.
because I ran out of IR spots.
So for the Washington football team, I like some Terry McLaurin.
Yep, Terry
Yep.
McLaurin.
Terry. Scary Terry.
J.D. McKissick is definitely a start in some deeper leagues if you're looking for a flex play.
Yep.
Antonio Gibson, coming off a hot week. It's you just
I'd
kind of have to roll with it.
expect a small regression, but
Well,
I
yeah.
think he can go out there and have a solid game. He can go out there and put up 13 points.
I feel like he can. Just a touchdown would be great. You know what I'm saying? That's all he needs.
Damn.
Just a nice touchdown.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He gets 50 yards,
Yeah.
a couple receptions, and a touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
You got 13 right there.
13. So, I don't know. I'm on the fence about Antonio Gibson. I feel like where you drafted him at and how much you're getting back for him, it's not a great trade-off, you know?
It's not.
But on the other side of the ball, the Panthers, Cameron Newton. Do you want to talk about some Cam Newton?
Cameron Newton. Yeah.
Go into it briefly, because I'm pretty sure we're going to go into it again soon.
Yeah.
So-
It's a risk. If you're feeling it, do it.
Do it.
But it's
Do it.
it's just like it's personal preference. It's not a must-have.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, the guy had what? He had 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, two
Yeah.
touchdowns
Yeah,
and
two
like 4
touchdowns?
plays.
Yeah.
Play.
So like that equivalates to like, if that's even a word, that's equivalent to like 10 touchdowns and like 40 plays. No, wait,
Yeah,
no.
facts.
Wait, no, 2 touchdowns. I had a C in math. Bear with me.
Yeah.
Yeah, so expect like you know
Every
anywhere.
other play he's gonna score a touchdown.
Yeah, expect like you know 10 to 15 touchdowns from Cam Newton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then that's like, sheesh. How many fantasy points is that?
Jeez, man.
It's a
Well,
lot.
60.
are they rushing? How many rushing? How many?
So.
Wait. One of them was rushing, and then one of them was okay. Expect half of them to be rushing, and expect the other half to be.
Okay, this is a big giant math
be
problem
passed.
that we don't have time for
Yeah.
because this is
Uh-huh.
going to be really difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I hate math.
Suck at math, bro.
Yeah, math.
Yeah.
Hated
If
math.
you want to start Cam Newton, start him. Start him.
Yeah.
Start.
Math.
Every
baby.
week starter Christian McCaffrey.
Yep.
The man himself.
Yeah. The
Yep.
the
Yep.
Car-
Yep.
the
Yep.
Carolina Christian McCaffrey.
Exactly.
Yeah. Leads that team in rushing, passing, throwing,
Punt yards,
punt
net
yards,
return yards,
net return yards.
fair yard.
I'm pretty sure
fair
fair
yard.
catch
Fair
yards.
catch yards.
He's got the most punts inside the 10. Like
Dude, he blocked a field goal.
yeah, he's nailed the most 50-yarders. They're gonna try and play him both ways too. I heard they're gonna try him at safety a little
Oh,
bit.
okay,
You know?
cool.
Yeah.
Christian McCaffrey,
He might lead in sacks too, bro. Like he's gonna be a new edge rusher.
the man himself, starting this week. DJ Moore, starter sit.
I don't know. I really don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know.
Well, we discussed
I feel like
last episode. Because last episode we discussed like his role may be magnified with Cam Newton being in there.
yeah, that's what I feel like.
So I feel like if you're gonna, you might go with both of them.
And-
If you're feeling Cam Newton, you know, you might
You do a
be feeling-
stack.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might be
That's
feeling
what I'm
DJ
doing.
Moore.
Dude, DJ Moore against the WTFs. Good matchup.
Dipshit.
So next matchup?
We didn't talk about. Oh, we did. All right. Yeah. Next matchup.
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't
we
think
did.
we're starting a tight end for the Panthers.
Nah.
At the moment.
Nah,
Nah.
I don't see any big names there.
No.
Like none.
big names.
Who even is their tight end?
Yeah, I don't
honestly
know.
don't know. I
O'Shaughnessy?
can't tell you off the top of my head.
I think it's probably O'Shaughnessy.
O'Shag Hennessy. For those of you that remember Substitute Teacher.
Let's see. Our next matchup for Week 11 is going to be the. Ooh.
What?
There's
What?
a good matchup, but I don't know if I want to talk about it. Let's go Steelers Chargers because I feel like we haven't talked about that.
Oh,
We haven't talked about the Steelers. I don't think in a minute.
No, we haven't talked about the
Big
Steelers.
Ben. Ben's
Steelers
still
are the
out.
away team. This is what, Sunday Night Football?
This is Sunday Night Football. indeed.
Sunday Night Football.
jeez. Big Ben's still out,
Said that Roethlisberger illness does not practice this week.
so he's gonna be out then. This could be a bounce back week for the Chargers.
Well, it looks like. I'm gonna look up some. You guys keep talking.
All right.
It could be a
So,
bounce back week for the Chargers.
It could be.
Even though Ben has, let's just not sugarcoat it. He's on the decline rapidly, but that doesn't mean he can't. His experience isn't useful to them, you know. So not having him, even though he's in his decline state of his career, you know what I mean. His experience is still better than what they got, you know.
Yeah.
Mason Rudolph, you know, out here starting fights, you know.
Yeah.
So it doesn't look. It looks like it's kind of a 50-50 that Roethlisberger plays this week.
Yeah.
Because he has to test negative on Saturday in order to play.
Even if he does play, would we still favor? I was gonna call him San Diego. Do we still favor
Yeah.
Los Angeles?
Yeah, for sure.
I do.
Yeah. I think it's a bounce back week for them.
How do you feel about Deontay Johnson?
He fumbled last week.
He did.
So it shouldn't happen again.
No, it shouldn't happen again.
It shouldn't.
No.
I'm fine with. He's my receiver. If I want to play any of the receivers, I'm playing him.
Not Ray McLeod or anybody else on that team.
Nah.
For tight ends, are we Pat Fryermuth? That's
How
the
did
man
he
himself.
perform last week with Mason Rudolph? And I haven't actually checked on that.
I did not get to see that either.
Yeah. Me neither.
Obviously, Najee Harris start him.
Of course.
Yep. Of course.
If Rudolph
Pat.
is playing, then they're just gonna lean on Najee.
Yeah.
so-
Then you might just 9
9 targets, 5
targets.
receptions, 31 yards, and a fumble loss.
So it's not what you wanted from Pat Fryermuth, but
No, not at all.
Big
He
Ben
is
wasn't
playing-
the quarterback,
He is playing the fourth
and he did have 9
worst
targets.
defense against tight ends. You know what I'm
It's a
saying?
good matchup.
It's a good matchup.
It's
It's
a
a good
swell matchup.
Very, very swell.
Swell.
And then should we talk about the Clippers on the other side?
The Clippers, because they're the Clippers of the NFL.
Let's see.
Well, the Rams ain't exactly the Lakers either.
No. The Clippers. Justin Herbert. I feel like that metric we gave you isn't to cause worry.
No, he's still a starter.
He's still a starter, but sometimes you just have to play somebody and have a little lower expectation.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
However, this week I'm not looking for that. I'm looking for a bigger game from him this week. He's playing Pittsburgh, who may be without T.J. Watt, who got injured last week. So I feel like this could be a week where Justin Herbert goes over those 20 fantasy points. You know what I'm saying?
He very well could.
And Austin Eckler, every week start.
Absolutely.
He has looked great.
Absolutely.
Keenan Allen, start him. Mike Williams, what are you doing?
I'm starting him in my flex, and I'm leaving him there.
Yeah.
And I'm not even looking at it twice.
I remember when you guys were like, "Oh, Keenan Allen owners, man, better watch out, Mike Williams, man."
But hey, look, my thoughts are, his floor is higher than Keenan Allen's, so
yeah, he's gonna move into that number one in a couple seasons.
like I feel like it's only a matter of time.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Mike Williams?
It's only a matter of time. He's had a few bad weeks.
I don't go that far.
In a couple years, you don't think he might be the number one?
Nah, I don't think so.
You think they might draft somebody else, or? Yeah, maybe, because Keenan's not gonna be able to shoulder it forever.
No, I don't know. It's a hard one with Mike Williams. He's one of those players. It's hit or miss. But my thoughts are, after these rough couple weeks, I'm starting him, and it is what it is,
So, let me just pull it up.
Williams.
Let me just pull it up.
What's that?
So, he started off first 5 weeks, right?
Mm-hmm.
18 points, 29
9.
points. Then he had that 1 point game against the Raiders.
Yeah.
Then he came back and dropped 32. Then, since week 6, 3.7. Then he had a bye week in week 7. 2 points in week 8, 6 points in week 9, 5 points in week 10. So,
on the other hand,
in that span since week 6, he hasn't really done anything for you. If anything, he's only hurting your team.
yeah.
So, it's like what?
I'm starting him still.
On the other hand,
I mean, I can see why you would start with him, because he can easily have a bounce back game and
He's
get a
due.
touchdown.
Yeah.
He really is due.
Yeah. On the other hand, one Keenan Allen can be depended on for 10 to 16 every week.
I feel like this is his week to come back.
Yeah.
I'm messing with
He
it.
could explode at any time, though. Like I said earlier, the NFL is just, especially this season, it's the ultimate. Like, you never know.
No, it really is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You think the 17 little off topic? You think the 17 game schedule has something to do with that?
No.
Just some maybe I don't know.
One extra game, it does.
Like, we got a shot, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's one extra game.
One extra game.
Yeah. I don't know, maybe.
Possibly. Are we starting Jared Cook for the Chargers or no?
Ooh.
Am I starting Jared Cook?
Yeah.
Are you starting Jared Cook?
I'm okay.
You're
I
okay?
can find somebody else.
I'm alright.
I feel like...
There's better options.
You're feeling
So
it?
look,
No.
No.
Well, okay, there's no Minka this week for the Steelers.
No Minka Fitzpatrick?
No. So I don't know,
that makes it a little easier.
Yeah. And that's why I'm also vouching for Mike Williams this week. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
I can see it.
is that all the matchups we want to talk about?
I just don't want to put Mike Williams in, and then he drops 3 points, and then I'm looking at myself like, why'd I do that?
Damn. And then the guy you could have started drops like 15.
Okay. Well,
So,
my thoughts are.
Do you have any players on the same tier as Mike Williams that you would start Mike Williams over?
Who would I start Mike Williams over?
Yeah, who's the wide receiver around his tier? So this one, I'm not sure. Emmanuel Sanders or Mike Williams?
I'd say Mike Williams.
Okay.
Okay.
Brandon Cooks or Mike Williams?
Brandon Cooks.
Randy Moss or Mike Williams?
Wow. So off topic. Thank you very much. Go back on topic.
I gave you an option.
Go back on topic.
I'll easily pick Brandon Cooks.
Brandon Cooks.
Yeah.
Tyler Lockett or Mike Williams?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now we're talking.
Now we're talking business, right?
Now we're
Yeah,
talking
now we're talking
business.
I could see Lockett bouncing back with Russell Wilson back.
Wow, and you're gonna choose him? Wow, you're just gonna.
Tyler Lockett with Russell Wilson as his quarterback?
Wow. Dude, that was the same exact story I've been trying to give you for freaking Mike Williams this whole damn time.
Why?
This is his week, bounce back week. He had a rough week.
But there's no change in Mike
Oh
Williams'
my God.
circumstances, though. This is the same situation.
Yeah.
Tyler Lockett had Geno Smith, and now he has Russell Wilson back.
Oh my God.
He had him last week.
He did have him last
and
week,
Russell
and he had
Wilson-
a bad game, and I see what you're saying.
Mhm.
But that was Russell Wilson's first game back.
His finger
His
probably
finger was
cold.
probably still not 100%.
Same thing with like a Tua. His finger's messed up, and
Yeah.
you can tell.
I could easily see Lockett. Actually, let's keep track of that. Lockett
Lockett?
versus Williams.
Okay, and I'm gonna choose Williams in a landslide.
I'm going to choose Lockett.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Lockett.
Wow, you guys suck.
But
We should write that down and put it on the
Yeah,
on
that's
the board.
what I've been saying. We should start one of those things.
Let's do it.
I bet.
So the
Bet.
number one
Tyler
thing would
Lockett
be
versus Mike
okay.
Williams.
Jacoby Myers TD. That'd be on the board.
Yeah, Jacoby Myers TD, Mike Williams versus Tyler Lockett.
Jacoby Myers.
And then who else do we have?
Second
Who are we
career
going?
touchdown.
Hunter Renfro or Brian Edwards?
Yeah, Brian Edwards.
Hunter Renfro.
That
Yeah.
one's looking like Renfro.
Renfro.
It is
Renfro
looking
by a
like it.
landslide.
Yeah.
Because what I
Renfro.
saw coming so far, it doesn't look like it's happened.
No.
And I think Deshaun Jackson coming in sort of put a halt to my Brian Edwards.
Yeah. Well, it might not after that fumble.
Yeah.
Dude, what the heck?
I don't
bro?
know
I
why
don't
I
even
tried
want. That's so frustrating,
Yeah.
bro.
That was.
I told you guys all about it last week, and it's so.
Yeah.
I saw.
That was my feelings during that. This is what happened. I was watching the game with my dad. We see Derek Carr go deep over the middle, and anytime you see Carr go deep, you're just like, oh.
Yep.
Yeah, right? Because you know he could drop it in there
Yep.
like a bucket, you
Deep
know?
breath, like, oh shit.
Yeah, you're just thinking, oh. You're just thinking, oh. And when he hits Deshaun Jackson, I'm like, okay, me and my dad fist bump. And right after we fist bump, he tries to cut it back and loses it. And we're sitting there.
Dude, why did he like throw it up in the air too?
Yeah, why didn't he just say, you know what?
Dude.
Why didn't he just drop it right after he caught it, like he did his rookie season with the
So,
Eagles?
okay, I want to make another board.
Another board.
Another
What
board.
is it?
Odell Beckham Jr. or Deshaun Jackson.
Deshaun Jackson
Rest
in
of
a
season.
heartbeat. In a heartbeat.
I don't
Rest
know.
of season.
In a Deshaun Jackson in a heartbeat. I don't want the Odell Beckham drama in my locker room.
Well, no,
No,
I'm
for
saying
fantasy football.
For fantasy
Oh,
football.
for fantasy, yeah, Odell.
Odell?
Yeah.
You see Odell bouncing back?
Yeah, I mean,
Well, I mean, he hasn't really had anything to
well,
go
Deshaun.
off.
Are,
He hasn't had
Are-
anything to go off.
are
of
people?
yet.
I mean, even in deep leagues, are people clamoring for Deshaun Jackson?
Nah, I'd pick Odell too.
Yeah.
Especially with Robert Woods out now.
Yeah, that is facts.
Because, I mean, who else? I mean, Van Jefferson is probably going to be the number two for a
For
little
sure.
bit.
No, I feel like he solidified his number two.
Really?
People clamoring for Deshaun
I could
Jackson.
definitely
This
see
is
that.
his
I could
career
see that.
renaissance.
This is his comeback year.
This is his career renaissance. Comeback player of the year,
Were you gonna
Deshaun
pick
Jackson.
Odell?
Hmm?
Were you going to pick Odell?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I like Odell. Not that I necessarily like Odell, but I feel like he's gonna score more points.
Yeah. Yeah, he can get you like 7 as opposed to like 2.
Yeah, it's fast.
Yeah.
Maybe like 8 if you're lucky. Maybe
If you're lucky.
Maybe he has like
8.
Good luck,
4
yeah.
catches. You know?
Yeah,
Maybe.
right.
But so I think that's gonna conclude for this video.
Yeah.
But don't fret, the next video shall be right after this
Right
one.
with you, yes. Thank you guys for watching. Hit the like button, subscribe, leave a comment down below. Go watch all the other videos.
Our next video is gonna be our starts of the week.
Starts of the week for week 11, so that's gonna be dropping pretty soon after this one. So stay tuned for
Are you
that.
gonna do it with like highlights and stuff? Or
Yeah,
just,
I'm doing all it. Yeah.
Alright, cool.
Shit, that's what's up.
So yeah, watch that video. Thank you guys for watching all that stuff. Yep. See you guys later.